God, what's that smell?
Wait. I think DJ's still doing
Oh,
something.
I'm just waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm working.
I think we're good.
I've been doing work for the majority of this time.
The stinky smell.
Okay.
All this
Yeah, I think we're good to go then.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Up dog.
got
let's,
him.
let's roll the d20s. Let's see what we get. Not so good.
Starting with a 17.
13.
Where's my d20?
Hello.
Wish.
Critical miss.
I have a 13.
I got
All
a
right.
13.
Well, last time on Sacred Sword, the four of you fought the Rat King in the basement of the Booze Brothers, and you defeated him after he had summoned multiple other scurvy rat things to fight, and you disposed of his enemies. You killed them, and after that, you went back upstairs and you talked with the bar owner and got paid for killing them, even though he did not pay you. With a skill deception check, Tuk Tuk was able to pull off the overall great deal of, we did do this for you. Then after that, you rested, got your full spells back, got your full health back. After a crazy night at the Booze Brothers, you headed toward the mischievous place of lust, followed by your great friend Finn, Oscar Finn, the greatest detective in all Zale.
Karl Marx.
You figured out when you went in, you found some very nice ladies who were walking around. You met with the headmistress. Her name was Meredith, and she had this long blonde hair, and she talked to you about some kind of event going on that night. A scientist was having a convention where he was inviting other scientists to reveal his masterpiece. His master research is finally completed, and he wanted to invite people to show what he's completed. And somehow she had tickets for the four of you, or the five of you, including Finn, to go to this event. Um, After discussing with her, you all left, and Melsk stayed behind to speak with her alone. And Melsk learned of a hidden agenda or something behind her, that she did not trust the Silver Swords or the Silver Shadows and the other people that you have met, like Bass Laughter, and she knows him too. And that also led to a light kiss on the cheek, which turned into a full-on kiss, two to the turn of the face, and she turned all evil, crazy bitch and sucked half of your life out of you during the kiss. Her whole body changed into this devil succubus type thing, and you almost died, but you made it out of the lust, and you were in the alleyway in front of this extravagant bar, and you noticed Frunk and Male's cat tattoos or something that Tuk Tuk pointed out, and they were some kind of charm or something. And then you started kissing each other on each other's necks to see if it matched, and you ended up not figuring it out at all. And then Fury led to the fact of, this is some kind of charm from a succubus or some kind of astral plane, some kind of wisdom thing happening to you, and the four of you decided to look at each other very awkwardly in front of a whorehouse, kissing each other in the neck, and that's where we ended it. But today we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna time jump a little bit. We're gonna time jump to nighttime, and the four of you will be waiting at the eastern gate of Zale.
Gotcha. We gotta
And
pass
here,
that escalation of the making out.
yes,
Gotcha.
yes, uh, your good friend Oscar Finn went out and
Is he
got
really
something for you. He's Gary's best friend. At least he thinks he's Gary's best friend.
Gary.
So the four of you went out your day, and I don't know if you guys want to do anything during that time. It's about a full day's worth of stuff, but I'm gonna say if you each want to do one thing, and we'll time jump to the nighttime before you head out. Does anyone want to do anything during the day? Prepare yourself.
Oh yeah.
Leave the city. That's where I actually wanted to go.
I want to go to Salem. All right. Okay. Well, I was gonna say we jump.
I would like
go
to
ahead.
prep the wagon.
Okay, easy enough. You can go to the barn or the whatever it was where you scared the shit out of the old lady.
Yeah, she was keeping it
They
there
had
for
it-
free. Yeah.
And it's still there. It's
Okay.
they're easy enough. There's not the same lady there. It's somebody else. They're tending to the horses and feeding them. And you walk up, and he raises his hand. And says, "Oh, friend.
Ho friend?
Oh,
Oh, friend.
Greetings,
you,
I am Frunk.
Hello, Frank. My name is David.
Hello, David.
God,
I would
we-
like my horses in my carriage, please.
Oh, are these yours?
Yes.
Okay, here you go." And he saddles them up for you and ties
Fancy.
them up, and you head out the way. Who's gonna be driving this carriage? It's like a small cart, you know. There's
Mhm.
2 horses on the front, so the 4 of you. I'm just gonna include Gary with this, okay?
Oh, Gary's driving.
No,
Yeah, Gary's the driver. We'll each roll for
4
him.
of you. Okay,
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
here's what we're gonna do. One of you give me an animal handling check, just overall.
huh. Oh God. D20. Good.
All right, Tuck Tuck.
10.
Perfect. Just enough. You get it out the door, and you head to the eastern gate, and you're waiting there, and the sky starts to change colors from a blue to darker to purple and red tint splash into the sky
I
as
don't
it becomes
trust it.
nighttime. The horizon, you can see the sun kind of starting to peek behind it. Strong winds are picking up and hitting you guys in the faces. You can hear some kind of rumbling and things going on as horses are coming in from the day. Travel is ending. People's days are ending. Uh, and then you notice a fancy-looking gentleman with this black top hat is kind of walking around holding a flyer, looking around at things. And he walks up to you and goes, "Good morning, or good afternoon. What can I do for you guys? I'm looking for the Fourth Reichsman. Do you know of them?
Oh.
Good night.
Good night. I'm actually looking
Good
for
night.
for a mansion in the hills, the marshlands. Do you guys know of this?" And he shows you the brochure. And
I
it's the
point
same
in
one
a
you
random
have.
direction.
I would like to approach him and say, "Do you mind if I take a look at this pamphlet?"
Oh, of course, absolutely. And he hands it to you. It's the same one that the 3 of you have, or 4 of you have.
I would like to continue to point in a random direction.
Okay. Roll D4. Which way are you gonna point?
Frunk would like to look at him to see if he has some sort of invention, or inquire to this gentleman at what invention he is bringing to the show.
1.
You point directly outside the gate you're going.
Damn it.
Okay. He smiles at all of you and says, "Oh, you guys are great help." And he tips his hat. As he tips his hat, his body transforms into this black scale dragon with this very nice white shirt with a black bow tie and a jacket, sports jacket, and it's got a room for a tail. And it's Oscar Finn. And he just smiles at all of you. "Ah, gotcha.
Did
I
you say
brought
it's
you."
Oscar Finn
Yeah, he was just disguised.
as a dragon?
No, as a fine gentleman, but he's still wearing the same clothes, but it's just Oscar Finn in these clothes now.
Oh,
Instead
okay.
of so he.
Wait, was Oscar
he wa-
Finn always a Dragonborn?
Yes, he's always been a Dragonborn.
Holy shit.
I always imagined
That's
him as an
news
orange
to
cat.
me.
No, he was a dragon. I told you that like multiple times. He was a
I just kept
Dragonborn.
imagining him as a human dude that looked like Karl Marx. That's who I thought it was.
No, it's a black scaled Dragonborn, and he's pretty skinny looking. And he's got this brown hat on, but now he
Alright.
has this nice blazer and a white button up and a bow tie, and he actually goes into his pack, digs out, and he hands you guys all white shirts and bow ties, and says, "Here's your wear for the night." And he got all the correct sizes, so Frunk, it does fit you. It fits all of you over your armors or whatever you want to wear. But you have
don't.
these nice fancy shirts now that you can wear. And he goes, "Are you guys ready to start our adventure?"
I just look down at my monk robes and tie the bow tie on.
Okay. All right. Are you putting on the fancy wear?
Can I
Nails
just wear the
and
top?
frunk?
Do I have a hat? Did he give me a cool hat?
No. Do you want to ask if he has a cool hat?
Well, for Gary.
Gary.
Gary was looking for a nice
Do you
hat.
want a cool hat, Frunk? I actually have one.
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll give it to Gary. He seemed to like
Hey.
looking for a hat.
He gave one to Gary last. I gave one to Gary last time. But here's one for you. I've actually got one top hat. The top hat that gentleman was wearing. He has one top hat.
Okay. And then can I
You
put
want-
the attire on and then put my armor on?
Yeah, go ahead. That's no
Okay.
problem.
Oh, I
Alright.
put the armor on top of it?
Yeah. So I'd like
Whatever.
to be in my suit, in my armor.
Honestly, it looks good because your armor is like super shiny and gleaming, and it
Mhm.
looks very nice and ordained with this like well buttoned up shirt and a bow tie. It actually looks pretty good. What about you, Mouse?
Dang,
You
bro,
wearing this
you
stuff?
look fly as fuck.
I'll put it on.
Frunk can get used to this fancy attire.
I'm gonna put it on, but I'm gonna take that windmill skirt that I made. I'm gonna put that on over the bottom half.
Okay,
It's like a
easy enough.
decorative skirt.
Okay, cool. Looks kind of like a kilt. With the
Sure, but
beard and
larger,
everything.
you know, real
Yes.
big
Okay. Yes.
from a windmill.
Okay. Easy enough. All right. So the four of you get all dressed up all nice, and Oscar Finn jumps on the seat and he sits next to Gary because Gary's driving. He goes, "Hey, are you ready to start our adventure?"
What's Gary say?
Gary says, "Oh yes, let's begin."
Oh
And you head out.
yes, let us begin.
Thank you, Mr. K-Man.
Your your cart starts going down the path, and you see some carts coming in from the city as you're leaving. The sky is starting to turn darker, but it's not there yet. It's still kind of turning at that time where it's dark but not dark.
Twilight.
Twilight, dusk, whatever it's fucking called. And you get to the crossroads where you were last time,
Mhm.
and you notice that the signs say Marsh and City of Zale. Everybody give me a. Actually, no. Hang on.
Frunk would like to point out that he's been here before.
Yes,
Pat-
Front. So have I.
It's a nice sign.
Can we take
Frunk,
it with
give
us?
Give me a
I'll see what-
percentile roll, Frunk. Percentile, yeah, both of them.
Ow.
400.
That's not right.
4.
D.
Is it a 4 and a 0? So 40.
Oh, 104.
So you got 40. Actually, no, that would be just 4.
Okay.
So you got a
Wait, what do you? So what's 100?
is it should be the zeros. Because you get both zeros, I think.
Oh, that's 100.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Then what's 0?
It's these are the first number, and then this is the second number usually.
I guess
Oh, the
that's
single
0.
number is the second number.
Yeah. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So you head down the marshland, and as you're going through the
Was I able to take the sign with me?
you could try.
Yeah, I wanted
It's
to.
like a giant wooden sign.
Yeah.
This
Is
is
it
all
nice?
magic card art.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The swamp.
Is that a swamp?
Yeah,
that's magic
Swamp.
art.
The one before was Laboratory Maniac.
Yes.
Nice.
So now you're in the marshlands.
And I took the sign.
Yeah, you could take. What sign are you taking?
The post.
It's like two different. It's two different signs. There's like one going to City of Zale and one going to Marshlands.
I want the
Get us.
post.
Also,
Get the mark.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
10.
You can't lift it up. It's just not. It's not working.
Okay.
Are-
It's too heavy for
question.
you.
The signs, are they just like nailed onto the post, or what?
Yeah, it's like a large wooden pole and then the 2 signs.
I would like to take my hand axe and try and pry the sign off, and then switch them.
Okay, give me a strength check. Yeah, give me a strength check.
I can replace with Dex, correct?
Nope,
Yeah.
give me a strength. Because this is gonna be pulling it off and working with strength.
15.
Okay, you can move them. Are you gonna switch them?
I would like to switch them.
All right, easy enough. You switch the signs.
Nice.
Got
So,
him.
City of Zale is pointing to the marshlands, and the marsh is pointing to City of Zale.
That's spooky.
This will prevent any unwanted guests.
Yeah, it'll stop people from following us.
We don't have to worry about intruders.
Yes. So you start heading down the road toward the marsh, and you notice the road is like disappearing. It's not easy to see. It becomes dirt to mud to soggy grass, and you're having trouble moving the cart along. The horses aren't able to push the cart in the mud all the way up. You get stuck on here. Your
Whoa.
wheels just get stuck in the mud, and you are deep down into this mud at this time.
How deep?
Maybe 3/4 of the wheel. Not 3/4, but a third of the wheel.
We gotta get unstuck. Or
We can find like gravel and throw it under the wheels.
that's true.
Mhm.
Rockman, go find rocks.
Is there any like scrapped wood or other material that we could use as a
We should
supporting
take this
base to
on.
increase the dirt's
Give me a perception
surface
check.
level? I'm good at this one. Nailed it. What is my modifier? 12.
There's not too much wood. It's like trees and water and mud and gross, icky grass and kind of like parches where there's just sinkholes of water.
And
Gross.
so we're on like a road, right? That is kind of been
It
Not
was a
beat
road.
down.
We're no
It was
longer-
a road, but it's kind of turned into this swamp marshlands where the horses
It has
are
flooded.
stuck.
Okay, and
Yes.
how far are we? Can we see the area that we're trying to get to?
In the distance, you can see a hill, and on top of the hill is this stone manor of castle of some sorts. There's 2 large towers on each side. And you
Rockman,
kn-
forget it. I found rock.
You notice there is 2 other carts actually like climbing, ascending the hills. You see that they have lanterns lit in the side, and as you notice, the time of day is shifting to darkness. It's slowly becoming nighttime, and you can only see the faint colors of their torchlight on the side of the carts, and the windows are lit up, and you feel rain start to come down. Slowly, but it's coming down. You can feel it hitting yourselves.
Oh,
Well-
that should make this easier then.
Yes. What would you like to do?
Frunk opts to just go down to the south to take care of the matter that Tuk Tuk had to take care of. We
was
can
that?
come back to this.
We'll come back. Alright, off to Salem.
Alright.
No,
Uh,
no. I would like to ask Oscar Finn if he has anything with him that would be able to help move this cart away, or if he could see another path that would be more efficient to get a cart up there.
Oscar Finn says, "Oh, yes, I have a great idea, our friend Frog. Let's do this. Everybody get out. Everybody get out of the cart. All right, now lift the wheel. All right, there you go. And put it down. And it sits on top of the mud, just kind of sitting there. And it says, we have to walk the rest of the way. We can't be in the cart. But the horses
If
are
we
able
unload
to
the
pull
bodies,
the cart.
if we unload the
but-
bodies and stuff that we have in the cart, can we still
There's
move
no
the cart?
bodies in the cart.
Okay.
Why
Um,
not?
They must have cleaned them out.
Oh yeah, we
There's
took
no
the body
bodies.
with us. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
So the cart is empty, and the 2 horses are slowly pulling the cart in front.
Okay.
but
All right,
it's-
sounds good.
it's just-
Well,
yeah.
we should have a couple in front and a couple behind to guard the caravan here.
I'm gonna
That's
sit
fine.
on the horse.
Okay, easy enough.
Yeah, Frank would like to kind of stay behind the cart, and as it's going, just kind of use my strength to keep it up.
Okay, that's no
So
problem.
try and
Give me a
reduce the
strength.
weight.
Give me a strength check, and Males, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I see everything. I got advantage.
18.
Not perception.
I know.
What did you say?
18.
You're picking it up, and you have your hands underneath like the rods and the spigots that are holding the wheels up, and you're able to push it along very easily.
Okay.
18.
Okay. So you are looking out toward the castle. And you notice these carts going up, and you only notice 2 of them. But you notice to the right of you immediately is a large, kind of like pond or marsh lake. It's like there's grass circling a circular lake, and you
Okay.
see something moving in the water.
Hey guys, there's something in the water that's moving.
Let's just keep going.
There's a snake in my boot.
I don't know. I think it seems pretty interesting.
The faster we get to this thing, the faster we get to Salem. I have to get to Salem, you guys. I've told you this multiple times.
All
Very well.
right.
Frank would like to just have. I don't want to put this. Can I
I'm gonna
have?
pick up a rock and throw it in that lake.
Okay.
What, you find rocks now, but not earlier?
Yeah, where did you get a rock from?
Look,
In your
mud rock.
pocket?
I reach down and I grab a rock and I throw it in the pond.
You find an old twig that's kind of rotten.
A piece of bark,
Yeah, a piece of bark.
and I throw it into the water.
Give me a strength check.
I'm not throwing a whole tree, man. It's a piece of
I
bark.
know. I want to see how far you can throw this.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be like that.
And then
shouldn't have been
what I was trying to
necessary.
say is I'd like to kind of like have my lance on the back of the cart ready for me to grab.
Okay, no problem.
4.
You throw it, and it kind of just like, and it like hits the mud in front of the pond and slowly sinks down. But
You
then
guys ever skip?
you do notice the fin or kind of current on top of the water turns and comes towards you. And as soon as it gets to the edge of the pond lake, it goes down. You can see like the bubbles kind of go down. It disappears.
Well, that's good to know, you guys.
Maybe it's
Hey.
Typhlo.
Let's just keep going.
I don't. This thing kind of seems like it might be hunting one of us. You know what? I think Gary should hang back.
No, I think Gary should go check it out.
Yeah, he should see what's up.
We'd like to vote Gary to send him forward to check it out.
What if you make a persuasion check?
I got
Let's see what he gets.
19.
No! No!
Oh, no, 21.
Oh
No!
shit!
Bye, Gary.
Someone make a insight check for him.
Can I?
Well,
Can
if
I just
do it,
text?
I have advantage, so I can't do it. Frank, you should.
I'll use Gary's insight. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you guys would do.
Okay. Gary's sheet also says -1. Hold on.
He
His,
can't win.
his strength is 1, his dex is 1, and his wisdom is -1. I don't. Did it reset? Or am I looking at the right one?
You got to get a nat 20, otherwise this dude is swimming.
Hold on. I'm doing perception, right? Okay. I don't think this is right. I got a 15.
All right.
Go swimming.
Gary walks over to the edge of the pond and kind of takes a
Takes
foot
a
and kind of and kicks the water.
No!
Like testing a pool water, just kind of puts
Yeah,
his
kind
foot
of
in.
like testing the pool water. And as he leans down to kind of like look in the water, he gets closer and closer. And you notice, Maelsk, you notice this. He gets closer and closer, and you can see the bubbles are further in the water, and they're like speeding up toward where he is. Kind of like, that incoming thing coming toward him at that time.
Watch out, Gary.
I would like to try and push the cart faster as he's going and doing this.
Gary turns around and sees you leaving
I
and
start
runs
smacking
towards
the
you.
horse.
Runs towards you guys and catches up. The horse is kicking off.
Should we do a
and you
dex
start.
roll? He's
I
running
d-
in mud.
I did for him.
Okay.
I
Um,
didn't see you roll.
yeah, and he
You'd like to
As
prep
he-
Hellish Rebuke.
as he turns around to run, you see this giant crocodile humanoid thing. It's not quadrupedal. It stands on 2 feet and it has this large snout of a crocodile mouth. It has jaws on its elbows and its shoulders, on its kneecaps, and it's on its stomach. It has multiple mouths all over it and kind of reaches for Gary as it just misses him. And then you see it kind of dissolve into like a liquid form and disappear.
What?
Before it misses him, I would like to throw my darts at Gary.
Nice.
At
Throw a
Gary?
dart.
Or at
Yeah.
the creature?
No, at Gary.
Go ahead. Fuck you guys, I'm gonna kill Gary tonight.
No, I'm
Oh.
sorry. We meant to send Morrow. Morrow went to go look at it.
Mara's not even in the same state, the same area as you.
That's what you
Okay,
think. He's
can
hiding in the
easily
cart.
Just say that he is. You have that power.
He's in Shoria. What'd you get? Tuck Tuck.
18
Yeah, that
Plus
definitely hits.
dex or whatever.
Yeah, roll damage.
Nice.
Wait, did you hit Gary?
You just did.
That's a 1. Solid 1.
Gary takes 1 point of damage.
Does he fall to the ground and get eaten?
No, it kind of just hits him in
Damn
the
it.
arm. All right.
Ow! My fucking arm!
He gets really pissed. Alright, so you're able to continue down this marshlands, and you don't see the bubbles or anything anymore, but you notice this thing was probably 10 feet tall, and it's not there anymore. But you know something is lurking in these marshlands now.
What do you expect, Gary? You got us into this mess. I don't want to be in the swamp. I'm a bird.
Hey Gary, I do think you did a great job looking though. So in case you hear or see anything like that again, you make sure you check it out and you let us know.
Alright, friends, I'll do that. Yeah, I can do that for you guys. Don't worry.
Frunk, I would like to kind of like mark the area. I have a few candles. Can I put a few candles and light them in the area?
Go ahead, that's no problem. I
Okay.
think that's cool.
It's raining.
It's raining now.
Yeah, I'll just bend a tree over so that it has cover.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So
Light
you're
some of
able to
the
do
grass
that.
on fire.
Yeah,
Uh,
preferably like a very dry tree that may or may not catch on fire.
Oh, that does catch on fire.
Yeah, it catches
Okay.
on fire. I'd like to burn the swamp.
Oh, nice. The swamp is now on fire.
All right, thank you, DM.
No problem. I thought we were all playing different roles tonight.
Yeah, I'm Gary.
Alright, so you continue up this road and you end up on this kind of hilltop, and it's right at the bottom now. And you look up and you see this mansion, and the rain is picking up. It seems to be getting stronger, but you see this mansion. That's not what it looks like, guys. But it was. I
Show
just
me the
thought
mansion.
at this. But I just thought that was a cool picture.
Oh, what if the lightning hits the gator?
I think
We get
that's how
experience.
Gatorade gets electrolytes.
Oh. Game ogre.
Okay, so you see this mansion as you get to the top, and there's 2 circular towers on the left and right,
Whoa.
and they have these large triangle tops. But as you can see, in the middle of that is this triangular top that reaches above the whole entire mansion, and it is this glass ceiling type thing. And you just see through the top of the glass of like bolts of blue kind of shooting around it. You see flickering of blue as you get closer to this building. You come up to the door, and it's a large wooden door with huge knockers on it. But the knockers aren't wooden, or they're not metal. They're made of animal bones, kind of like sewn together with some kind of thread.
All right.
What are you doing?
Hey, Gary,
Yes,
you
yes,
should
yes.
you should knock and let him know we're here.
Frunk immediately goes to the door to introduce himself.
To the door?
Yes. Just bump, bump, bump. Greetings, I'm Frunk.
Okay.
I hit the door, not the knocker.
Okay.
Oh.
The door opens. And there is this finely dressed butler uniform and a man humanoid feature kind of stature. And he's wearing a white mask. But the white mask only covers his eyes and wraps around his face. And he's wearing a top hat, a white top hat. But he has this kind of black suit with a white button-up shirt and a black bow tie, kind of like you guys have, with black slacks. And you can only see his jaw, and it's green and kind of discolored. And he just kind of raises his hand and welcomes you. And as you enter, he hands you all a white mask.
I put on my mask.
Okay.
I put on the mask.
I ask for his name.
He just points in again.
I point in.
He points in.
I point to him, and then I point to me.
He points in. Are you inside?
No, I would
Yes.
like to see what his name is. I just stand there and kind of wait.
He points in.
God damn.
We
Can
go
I
in.
can I like touch his mask? I'd like to just try and like
Oh no. No.
put
not
my
the
hand
butler.
near his mask
The
to see
butler
if he's
did it.
there.
Make a dexterity check.
I don't think I have any dex.
Yeah, not today.
All right. 12.
Okay. You go and grab the mask, and he doesn't even flinch. And when you grab it and you try to pull it off, you notice it's not a string or anything. It's like part of his face. You can feel the flesh behind it. And as you move it, you see his cheeks and his head kind of pull up like the mask is part of his own flesh. And he then
Does-
again just points into you.
Does my mask move, or is it connected to my face now?
Yeah, yours has a string around it. It's the same
Okay.
thing. It's a white face mask like this. It's kind of like a masquerade mask.
Yeah, I got you.
knock
I
it
just
out.
wanted to make sure it didn't like graft itself to my
No,
face
no,
already.
it's just a regular mask. But
Okay.
his is different.
Frunk would like to rotate and try and rotate the guy 180 degrees and then point in to see where he points.
He kind of steps back inside the door and starts to close the door in front of you.
Okay. Where did we leave our carriage?
You left it outside.
Okay.
But
Can-
as you are getting out of it and the horses are there, you notice there are other butler-looking people with white face masks, and they're taking your horses to behind the house. Like there is like a shed or like an area with bay hails and like where they kind of like put horses up. There's other carts where the other two people were sitting in this area as well, with their kind of being attended to their carts as well. It seems like it's for you go
Hay
and people are
bales?
hay bales. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to give the butler a silver coin as like a tip.
He takes it and puts it in his pocket and just it's in again.
Okay, I will enter.
Let's go
and then-
in.
I will enter and then put my mask on.
Okay. He closes the door. And as you walk into this mansion,
Can I do one more check? Can I open the door?
he's standing right at the door.
Can I open any of them? Can I physically move the door?
Give me a perception check.
18. No, 20.
Okay.
I get +2.
All right. As he closes the door, he steps away, and before you even get a chance, you hear a and a portcullis comes down and lands in front of the doorway. So
Okay.
there's a portcullis, and then there are two wooden doors behind it.
Okay, but
you
can
don't
I
see
open the
any
wooden
kind of-
door? Does the wooden door bulge?
No,
Okay, so somehow it's magically locked. Okay.
it's just there's like a portcullis and then a wooden door. So you're looking at a portcullis, a giant metal gate,
Okay,
fells in
so
the
the
ceiling.
portcullis is in the inside, not on the outside.
Yes, in the
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to talk to my party and say, did we bring the invention?
What invention?
Well, Oscar said that we were supposed to bring an invention to the party. You got us
Are we?
covered, Oscar?
Oh yes, did you not bring an invention? I got mine. And he brings out this little bug. It's a metal beetle. And
Oh
he
yeah.
holds it up and it kind of starts flying around. It's kind of like a clockwork metal beetle he has, and it's floating around the room. It lands back in his hand. He puts it away.
Wasn't Gary supposed to cover the invention?
I've got one.
Oh, you do? Show it to me,
Yeah.
Melsk.
Well, and then I pull out one of the many beads of force,
Okay.
and I explain what it does. I don't use it.
He gets really close to it, and he actually reaches into his like pocket, and he pulls out a monocle and looks at it. Oh, so cool! And he leans back. That's really cool. Where did you get that, Melsk?
I invented it.
Oh, what's the name of it?
I call it a pocket ball, or you can just call it Pokeball for short.
Oh, okay. Pokeball. Nice. I will keep that in mind. If you do use it, let me see. I would love to see how it works.
I just stare at him with an intense ferocity. You do not know what you ask.
Oh, sorry, my friend. Sorry. Let's go check it out. Hey, bring it in. Keep your eyes open. Look for any kind of clues of anything. All right. All right. Here we go. Break, and he does breaks away. And you could tell he did this without any of you kind of leaning in at all. He just did this on his own. He kind of starts wandering off, kind of like pretending to appease the paintings on the wall and
The
everything like that.
praise.
Praise. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
The rest of you enter the lobby, and there is a golden staircase that leans up with red velvet carpet that goes up, and there is a square top that kind of has a balcony and goes around. But immediately to your right, you notice there are a crowd of people, and they are kind of talking to other people in the area, and there are some butlers, same kind of way, dressed very similar, white face mask. Everybody seems to be wearing the same white face mask at this time. There are uh, paintings hanging on the walls to your right, and as you walk to your right, you notice there is a large wooden table at the back end in front of the window, and it's covered with foods and drinks and different kind of appetizers. The room is large, wooden ground, wooden hardwood, and on the other side, opposite of the window, is a wooden stage. And on this stage is a purple curtain that hangs down in front of it.
Is
Give
it
me a
covering the entire stage, or is it
Yes.
just like sections?
It's
Okay.
it's kind of like covering the front of the stage. You can
Yeah.
see,
Okay.
yeah, it's higher up, but good question. Everybody, give me a perception check.
If you say so, boss.
Thanks, guys. That's sweet of you.
8.
Unnatural 20.
21.
Your rolls. All right. So you notice in this room, if you guys got above a 15,
No.
whoever got above 15, you can easily piece together who is the butlers and who is the scientist here. But who got a 21? Okay, Frunk, you notice there is a larger man, and he is wearing an all black suit. Even his bow tie's black, with his black shirt, and he has a black top hat on. And he looks like his arms are bigger than his whole entire body. They hang kind of to the floor. And he has the white mask on, but he just kind of sticks out to you. All right. Then he's actually, I'll tell you where he is. He's near the front, like he's eager to be at the show. Tuk Tuk, you notice this black dressed woman. The black dress covers her whole body. She has these black heels and black stockings and a white rabbit kind of scarf wraps around her neck, kind of contrasting all the black.
Is it
She
alive or
has,
dead?
it's dead. It's like a stuffed
Okay.
scarf, and she's wearing the white mask with black lipstick, and she has this sideways black hat on, and she is standing next to the taller man, but she sticks out to you, and you notice they're toward the front, and there are some other people who look human-like, or there's some gnomes as well in the area. Maelsk, you notice on the table is a bunch of cask full of ales. Um, you also notice, I'll say, Maelsk, you notice this. There is a shelled humanoid behind the table, and he is slowly walking between the plates, kind of refilling them. And he's wearing a white mask as well, but he has this green neck, and he has a shell, and he's wearing a bow tie, but it doesn't match because he's not wearing any other clothing. He looks like a turtle, but he's standing on 2 feet, and he's about 6.5 feet tall.
Oh, sounds like a friend.
All right, what would you guys like to do?
I would like to walk up to the lady.
Okay. And she is talking to this gentleman. What would you like to say?
I would like to mimic. Hello, my name is Frank.
And she turns around, looks at you, and goes, "Oh, hello. How are you doing today,
Hello.
Frank? You can call me Anna or Dr. Blackstone.
Hello, Anna. How are
Hello.
you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Are you excited for the presentation?
Yes.
What is your scientific research? What do you
Well,
what do you study?
personally, I just help transport my friend's invention over here. His name is Gary.
Oh, of course. Which one's Gary?
The one over there. You see him? He's staying right next to the giant.
Oh, wow, that's a Goliath. I have not seen one of those before. Oh, well, please come and invite him over sometime. I'd love to meet him. Um, if you need anything, I'm Dr. Blackstone. I work in the study of transmutation.
Ooh, very very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
What is your invention?
I did not bring an invention. I am more of a associate of Dr. S.
Ah, very good.
Well, have a fun time. I have to actually go help the doctor set up the presentation. And she
Got it.
kind of turns off.
Bye.
Anything else you guys like to be doing?
I'd like to walk up to my turtle friend
Okay.
and say, "Good afternoon, Doctor. Thank you for refilling the freshments."
Okay. And the turtle looks up at you and goes, well, hello there. How do you do? Are you enjoying the refreshments?
Yes, they're quite refreshing.
Yes, you should try all the food. I made it myself. Quite tasty.
Oh, is this the main thing you do?
Yes, I'm the chef here.
And what is your name?
You can call me Chef Crazy Soup.
Oh, is that like Nordish?
No, it's Turtle. Crazy Soup. That's my name. My first name's Craig, and my last name's Soup.
Oh, okay. Well, you
You
seem
can just
like
call me Chef K. That's all you need to know.
Chef K. Well,
Chef K,
Chef
yep.
K seem like a wonderful person. I'd like to shake whatever part of him he extends.
He's holding a bottle of wine in one hand, extends his kind of like paw, and it's got like 3 little turtle stubs on it. He goes, "Nice to meet you, and who are you?"
My name is Maelsk, and I have created many wondrous things.
Well, hello, Maelsk. I'm glad you're here. This is the place you want to be if you create inventions. Dr. S is brilliant. You'll enjoy the show. Now, excuse me, I need to get back to the kitchen and make some
Oh.
more food.
I just got one question for you.
Yes.
Is if there's anybody that you needed to watch out for tonight, who do you need to make sure you don't, send the wrong message to?
I
You
don't
always ask
understand
the
the
staff.
question. I don't understand the question. This is a very nice area. Enjoy the food. If anything, watch out for the beans. They're a little spicy.
Thanks, Chef K.
I'll see you later, Maelsk. Enjoy your night. It's gonna be wonderful. And he walks off. He kind of like slowly walks behind. What would you like to be doing, Frunk?
Frunk could be
I want
trying to
those.
like go around pretending to be stealthy, but not really stealthy. Looking into all the butlers, like trying to like see what the actual like mechanism is that runs them, like pulling up their pockets and seeing what I can get into them. Like how I'm assuming they're kind of like the British Guard that they don't really react to what you do.
Give me a. Are you trying to sneak at them and get not seen, or are you trying to investigate them?
Investigate them.
All right, give me an investigation check then, with disadvantage.
Let's see here. My investigation.
Special K.
All right, I got a 10.
All right. With your sneakiness, you think you're walking around and you're kind of like getting behind them, kind of like looking at behind their back, like poking their back shirt, looking
Yeah,
in.
I'm just trying to see like what
Yeah,
if they have any
and you,
reflexes
like,
or
and you're
anything.
like
If they're
poking them, and you notice they don't react at all, really. They kind of, whenever you get close, they kind of hold up a silver tray, and it has champagne glasses on it. And he kind of offers you the champagne glass. And
And
if you don't do anything, he sits back.
I'm just kind of mimicking the motion to him.
It's literally back and forth. You're doing the same thing back and forth.
Okay.
It seems like they have a very low intellect.
Okay.
It seems like there's some kind of study of just being a work hand.
I tear off the mask. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I would also like.
I will say you do smell. Be getting close to them. You do smell kind of like a pungent smell from around all the butlers.
Okay.
Of
And then
what?
kind
Pungent,
kind of
like
on that
Rotting?
line, because I'm a paladin, I have divine sense, so I can smell evil.
what does it say? What does divine sense smell? What does divine sense? Sorry.
Oh my
what does it
God.
say? Sorry.
What does that smell?
As an
It's
action,
divine sense.
as an action, you open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being's whole presence, but not its identity. So I can't know if it's like the vampire count of Chocula.
Okay.
Okay.
What were the three choices again?
Celestial, fiend, or undead.
How far does it go?
60 feet. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell. You can use this feature any number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
What's your charisma modifier?
+3.
Okay. I'll say you don't pick up a sense from the butlers, surprisingly.
Okay, but it's just an aura with like
Yeah,
so kind of like this first.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you don't pick up from the butlers or anybody kind of around you, but above you, where the glass ceiling is, there is a chandelier and some kind of other stuff kind of in the air with ropes, and you do get a sense of fiend from up there.
Okay.
It's not strong. It's very weak. Very weak sense.
Okay.
Like it seems like it's almost too far away. If you know what I
Okay.
mean.
Right. So I'd also like to, as I'm
How
walking
is
on
this
this
one?
wooden floor, right, be
Yes, it's like a hardwood floor.
be stomping very hard
Okay, why?
to see if I can hear anything hollow.
Okay. You're stomping around and you hear a normal hardwood floor.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to try and like do it as a dance. I don't know if there's music on or anything, but I'm just going to be trying to do it in some sort of tone.
Okay, what kind of
There's like-
party wouldn't have
There,
music?
there's like a small little piano or something. A pianist playing, but
The piano's fine. The guy that's playing is small. Gotcha.
you do notice. You all hear a small drumming, a small like a light drumming begins, and the room
From the
seems
heartbeat.
to go quiet. And you notice everybody kind of turns toward the stage, and the curtain arises.
I have
Yeah.
one question. They didn't check our weapons or anything, right? We still all have that on us.
You all have your weapons.
The
The curtain comes up, and you notice there to the right of the stage is this four-armed, hunchback, large creature playing on a single drum, beating down. Out steps from behind the darkness. A spotlight comes on, and it lights up this stage. And standing there is this small gnome. And as he steps out, his hands are kind of placed behind his back, and he's wearing a large white lab coat with a blue undershirt, and it's got stains on the undershirt. He also has on these gray khakis with large black rubber boots, and as soon as he steps out, you can smell just rotten flesh or something like that. It almost goes through the whole entire lobby room as he steps out and the curtain rises.
Gross.
And he walks up to you guys and he goes, "Welcome to my home and the convention of science. I have made a breakthrough in my research, and I thought I would share it with my select few. First off, I want to thank my two good friends, my fellow scientists, in helping me reach my goal. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for Dr. Blackstone and Dr. Cloud." And everybody kind of turns around and starts clapping, and you notice the woman in the black dress and the taller man with the full black tux kind of leans down and kind of bows to everybody, raises their hand, kind of in acknowledgement. And they actually seem to make you see the gnome looks down at them and kind of smiles, and like gives it like a thumbs up. And
Okay.
the gnome begins again. Due to their help, I was able to finish my research and create a masterpiece. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Well, I mean, I've already been doing this. I knew it was going to happen, but whatever. So, let it begin. And he turns and points to the four-armed monster who's banging the drums. His two arms are still banging the drums as he grabs a rope above him and starts to pull. And as the rope is coming up, you look up, and there is a large circular wooden table attached with four ropes on each end. And lightning strikes, and it lights up the whole room through the glass ceiling as this wooden table begins to descend in front of everybody. And on the wooden table, you notice there is this creature. It is massive, maybe 10 feet tall, and it is mostly red and black. It's got giant tusk sticking out. Its left arm is missing, and there's just a giant halberd end on his arm. His right hand is a metal glove. His whole entire right side of his face is kind of like patchwork. It looks like someone took a fabric and just sewed on top of his eyes and over his forehead. His left legs, his full left leg is three different colors of red, blue, and green, of different pieces of humanoids. And this creature is kind of hung up on this wooden table. And the gnome reaches his hands up and goes, "This is my creation, and will come to life with lightning tonight." And Dr. Cloud, the big,
Praise be Kyrinos.
huge, the big um, humanoid in the front actually raises one of his hands, and she goes, "Excuse me, Doctoress. but the storm needs another hour to reach max voltage. And Dr. S kind of looks up in annoyance, and he actually looks down and goes, "Well, shit. All right, all right, never mind. Well, everybody head to the room to our right, and we'll adorn for dinner for the night. We'll come back in an hour and continue the procedure." And he kind of hops down, and you're ear, as his rubber boots are on the ground as he heads toward the other room. And all the butlers, as soon as he jumps down, they all turn and look at him and kind of match face with him. Wherever he walks, they're facing. Give me a perception check, everybody.
I see all.
10. While they're going to the other procession room, Frunk would also like to try and find a, like a
Yuck.
like a window cover and hide behind it.
He's just trying to hide.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, but you two give me perception checks.
9.
Well,
Okay. You notice the doctor has some kind of red stone on his chest. Not on it or in it, but it's like on a necklace. And you also notice the monster on the table has a red stone in its chest. But it's not just like sitting out in the open. It has like a cage kind of on protecting it.
Would my party like to relay this information to me?
This is all happening very fast. What did you
Okay.
get?
For
Like
investigation?
Perception.
Oh, perception, I got a 10.
Okay, so you notice this as well.
Okay.
Roll
I'd,
that investig-
I'd like to try and find my party and go, do you think that has the same red stone the Red Moon cult used?
I'm gonna walk up to you and say, I have no idea.
Okay, let's hide and let's not go into the dinner thing. That way we can take that stone out.
But the Chef K said all the very good. Just
Yeah.
stay away from the beans; they're spicy.
Yeah, but we're here for murders. Obviously, we probably don't want to eat the food. It's probably patched together from other pieces of food.
Well, I mean, if these are his guests and he likes them, then why would the food be bad?
I slowly walk
Why
away
is there a gate on the door?
in search of a bathroom.
I don't know why there's a gate on the door. That's a good question.
All right. As all of you are kind of meeting up, you notice all the butlers are standing at the doorway, kind of like pushing everybody toward the room with the kitchen table, and everybody is filing that way.
Even Oscar?
Yeah, it's everybody. And Dr. Blackstone, the lady in the black dress, comes over to you, Tuk Tuk, and she kind of reaches her arm around you and says, "You have to try the chef's beans. They are so good." And she kind of like puts her
Why is-
arms around you and it like ushers you toward the next room. And she looks at all of you.
Excuse me.
She looks at all the rest of you and says, "Come, come. The doctor will want to meet all of you. He's very nice."
Anna, excuse me. Where is
Yes.
the nearest bathroom?
In the other room across from the table is this hidden bathroom. I'll show you. Don't worry, I use it all the time.
Who? She uses the bathroom all the time?
Yes, I come here quite a bit. I've worked with Dr. S for many of years.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is Anna, one of Dr. S's assistants.
Greetings, I am
Oh.
Frunk.
Wait, aren't you Frunk?
Yeah, I'm Frunk.
No, not you, honey. This one. You said your name was Frunk. What's
Yes,
going on here?
I am Frunk.
Wait, oh, you're both Frunk. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Come on, Frunks. Let's go eat dinner, and then we'll come back to this room, okay?
It's
Only
actually
the-
my last name. I know. I go by my last name most of the days.
Oh, of course, Frunk. Let's go. And you see Dr. Cloud, the larger humanoid, all black, comes up to all of you as well and says, "Hello. Would you like to join us for dinner? I've heard the beans are incredible here,
I heard they were spicy.
but that what makes them so good."
Frunk is actually anti-vegan. I only eat meat.
Oh, well, we have lots of chicken here too. Come, come. Only an hour. And everybody heads that way. What would you like to do?
Yep. I'm gonna smell these beans.
Frunk would like to walk up to the corpse to get a further investigation.
Okay. You notice before the heart, it's like the chest has a red stone in it. And you
Okay,
notice
is he
all the other
tied
things
down?
I've laid out. Yes. It doesn't even seem to be moving or anything like that. It's has these giant shackles on the arms and the legs and kind of across the waist.
What's it smell like?
Does it smell like evil?
It doesn't smell like anything. Surprisingly.
Like nothing? All these body parts and shit together don't smell like anything?
Can I
This
try to touch the cage?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So you reach up, make a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
Frunk knows he doesn't have. Oh, that's a natural 20.
You take 3 points of lightning damage as you touch the cage. It sparks you.
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
Ooh, can I smell frunk now?
A little burnt frunk. Well, the rest of you are going in the other room at this time and ushering everybody to the kitchen table. This large square table where everybody is sat down at. And
Smell seats. I'd like to sit next to
notice-
Carl.
Carl, Oscar. Okay. At the head of the table, you see Dr. S sitting on a table at a large chair, kind of like the head of the table chairs. To the left of him sits Dr. Blackstone, and to the right of him sits Dr. Cloud. And there isn't any other scientist. You notice that the whole room was filled with butlers, really, at this time. It seems like the 4 of you and the 5 of you, including Oscar, and these 2 other scientists are the only other scientists here, actually.
And you said 2 others?
Well, Dr. Cloud and Dr. Blackstone.
Oh, fuck. So no others?
No. But you take your seats. Who would like to sit next to Dr. Blackstone? The woman.
Did I
Yeah.
make it into the dining area, or am I still next to the table?
You all are in the dining table area.
Okay. Can I unloosen one of the chains before I go? Like, unbalance the table?
They would shock you.
No. Like the 4 chains on the table, right?
Oh,
I want to just
gotcha.
pull
Not
one a
cage.
little bit further to unbalance it.
Okay. Make
Okay.
a strength check.
16 plus 3? Plus 4. 20. Unnatural.
You grab the chain and you pull it down hard, and it looks like the back, like the front left one, is a little forward. Okay. All right. So
Spill.
who's sitting next to Dr. Blackstone? Who's sitting next to Dr. Cloud? Okay.
I'll
You
sit
sit.
next to Anna.
Okay. You sit next to Anna. Where are you sitting? Melsk.
I'm sitting next to Carl.
Oh, Oscar.
Oscar.
Okay. Oscar will sit. You'll sit next to Dr. Cloud, and Oscar will sit next to you. Oscar took a seat away from him, and you sit in between them. And Frunk, you sit across from Oscar.
Okay.
And you notice, if you look to your right, there's about 12 seats that are completely empty. But the Dr. S, the gnome, stands up on his chair and claps his hand. And about 15 butlers come running in, grabbing all this food and putting it on the table. Drinks, meat, beans, chicken, potatoes, all kinds of good food. And as soon as it's on the table, there are glasses of wine and mead being poured for all of you. The Dr. S grabs the glass of mead and he holds it up to you. And he says, I am so glad to have company here today. I don't have many visitors other than my staff, but they are the talkative ones. And he kind of leans over and laughs to himself. A toast to all my friends here tonight. I appreciate everything. And you newcomers, I have heard much about you. I'm good close friends with Meredith. And I am excited to hear about your inventions and what brings you here to learn today. And he holds up a glass, and everybody holds up their glass. and you guys all hold up your glasses if you would like. And he says, "Toast to the creation of science and study."
Toast.
Frunk just tosses it.
Okay. Is anybody else drinking?
Is there also water?
Yeah, there's all kinds of drinks and stuff on the table.
All right. I raise my glass.
Okay.
Then I put it back down.
Okay. Tuck tuck.
I do the same, and then if you excuse me, I have to use the restroom real quick.
Okay. Gary drinks his, of course.
Nice, Gary.
And so does Oscar. Let's see how they do. Okay. All right. So,
Oscar is dead.
KO.
as soon as the drinks hit the table, you hear a large whoosh, and you look up, and the ceiling has lit up blue and kind of a white as a lightning bolt has hit, and you hear a large roar, and all the candles and all the lights in the whole entire room just whoosh, go out. As this happens, you hear a small laugh. You also hear a incantation happening. Different languages speaking at the same time. I need everybody give me a perception. Everybody give me a perception check.
Frunk would like to immediately throw a javelin towards the direction.
Give me a perception check first.
15.
17.
Perception I have. 19.
But that's U.S.
19.
Okay. So, what'd you get? Tuck Melsk.
17.
Okay. You notice all the lights go out. You don't hear anything. You see the door behind you, leading to the other room, crashes open. Some kind of figure that's huge in the shadows kind of falls behind you. You notice the room starts to spin and spin and spin. Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Okay.
11.
You said Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Three.
9.
Four. I'm sorry.
That big difference.
I know.
Okay.
I can't.
So, Frunk, you see the mad scientist at the end of the table as the light strikes and everything turns off. It all kind of slows down. Time seems to slow. You take your javelin out and you're throwing it at the mad scientist, right?
Yep.
You throw it. Roll an attack.
Oh, whoa.
I dropped the dice. 10. Javelin. Does that has strength?
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's dexterity.
Dexterity when you throw, strength when you stab.
It's a ranged weapon.
Okay, let's see here.
Hey, Tuck. This is getting kind of evil in here.
Super evil.
Okay.
I thought the beans were spicy.
So it says it adds a plus 6.
Still
Okay.
It should just be dexterity. That's fine. Okay. What did you get total?
17. I didn't know how to do it, so I just did it through Roll20.
Okay, that's no problem. All right. So you throw your javelin, and you can't really see what happens because all the lights are off. You don't have, do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you don't see this, Frunk, but you do. You notice this arcane aroma, not aroma, but like bubble, kind of flies in
Aura.
front of the aura. Thank you. Flies in front of the scientist at the last second, and you see Dr. Cloud raise his hand at that happen. Tuck, you notice to your right of you, you see Anna is standing up, and she had taken her hands kind of to the side of her coat and her dress and thrown up this things in the air. and it looks, as you look over to her, it's like a sparkly gray, kind of like when a fire is starting, igniting. And you notice she is speaking, and her words are a different language than you know, but the words are actually like becoming symbols and becoming real and entering the room. And you see the arcane words are going toward all of your party members and heading toward their ears. And as you see, the words are just starting to take over everybody. You all notice the room is spinning and spinning and spinning as you're coming closer and closer to the floor. And then whack, all of you black out.
That's not good.
No,
You
I don't black out.
Why not?
Racial trait.
Black out. You all
Also, I do have
What kind of-
advantage,
it was a
and I can't
Constitution
be
save.
poisoned or anything.
Yeah.
So that wasn't poison.
No. You all kind of look up and see yourself in the dark room. And it's cold. And the ground is gravel.
Found the rocks.
And you kind of are waking up like slowly, like the vision's coming back blurred. And you look around and you see your 4 compadres or your party members, and all of you are in a squared room with only a single light on the opposite wall of you, and your hands have been manacled to the wall. And you hear a sweet voice, and it kind of rings out to all of you, echoing off the walls, and you hear it say, "Here you are, for fun a day. I enjoy the day to play. Let's enjoy the games, my friends."
Do we see Oscar tied up to the wall too?
He sure is.
Jigsaw.
So-
Son, you said we're playing a game. Sorry, I was trying to. Can you say that one more time?
Here to stay is a day to play. Let's play a little game.
Day to play. Tacos are a great game. Okay.
And you look above you, and the ceiling actually looks like dirt. It looks like a soil substance above you, and you can see like bones above you, kind of protruding in different areas, like feet and hands and heads, kind of protruding above you. What would you guys like to do? You're stuck in this room.
Gravel. Low.
I'm gonna break free of these chains that bind me.
Dirt above us. So it's like floating there, or just like a dirt ceiling?
It's like a dirt ceiling.
Okay.
So, one, I need to know these are regular iron chains that are on me, right?
They're like iron chains. They're not even chains. It's like a cuff link that's
Okay.
attached to your wrist,
And
and
is
you're
that in a stone wall?
It is. I don't know if
Huh.
you guys can see what I just put up. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So I'm very familiar with stonework.
So this is the 4 of you, and are in this little small stone room.
Yeah. Pretty familiar with stonework. So I think I'm gonna break free of these chains.
All right, how you gonna do that?
Well, I'm gonna start muttering under my breath to my goddess Chislev, the goddess of nature.
Where'd you get that?
What?
Okay, never mind.
That's been my goddess the whole time. I just haven't
Yeah.
brought her up.
I know. I forgot that name is Chislov.
Yeah, Chislev.
All right, cool. What you gonna do?
So I'm going to start moving my arms in a gyrating fashion in order to slowly, not try to break the cuffs because that would be near impossible, but to dislodge it from the stonework that is behind me.
Well, aren't you an expert in stone?
I am. That's why I know to rotate it that way because I'm not going to break the iron out. I'll just loosen it out of the stone.
Okay. You can use acrobatics or athletics here, I'd say.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, because you're trying to like pull it out, right?
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Okay. The stone starts to move slowly, but it's gonna take a little bit. It's a slow and steady pace. What would you guys like to be doing?
Are we still all in our armor? And
Yeah, you have full armor, full everything.
we have our weapons and everything with us too?
Your weapons are not with you at this time. They're like on the opposite end of the room.
Mine are.
My fists are my weapons.
Oh no! The only way I could be disarmed.
Okay. What would you like to do, Tuck and Frunk? How are you gonna get these brackets?
So
Oscar.
we're stuck up here, right?
Yeah, it's like this.
Okay.
Oscar wakes up and says, What's happening? Hey, guys! Are you guys okay? What's happening? What's going on? I thought we were inside of a building. How did we get in the cell? I'm confused.
Oscar, we found the hookers.
Where are they?
They're in the creature that was being made.
Oh, that creature? Do you think that was the hookers?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the
No.
hookers.
I think those were the butlers.
Wait,
Either
the
way.
butlers? The
Yeah.
butlers were nice though.
Yes.
I
Just
didn't
like
even
those
get to try-
girls were.
Didn't even get to try the beans. Shit.
I heard they were spicy anyway.
Yeah.
So I have a question for DM.
Yeah.
As a Goliath, I have powerful build. I am considered +1 size if I'm being pushed, pulled, or carried. Since I'm hanging off these manacles, are they carrying me?
No, they're not. You're like sitting on the ground and they're shackled above you.
Okay. So I can stand up.
I mean, you can try to, but your hands will be behind your back.
Right.
It's like you're sitting on the ground and your hands are above you.
Okay. So I can get to my knees like this and then just
Yeah.
pull.
If you want to, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Make
cool.
a strength check.
I'll do that.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's a good way to do it.
All right. 16 plus 3. Oh no, +4. 20 unnatural.
All right. You get up with your full Goliath strength, whoop, and thud. And the chains, not chains, but the actual stone begins to move behind you. It doesn't pull all the way out, but it's just about there. Do it one more time.
Okay.
Tuck, don't worry.
Natural
I
20.
feel I'll just get Frunk to help us.
Frunk whoosh, pulls it out, but your hands are still stuck in the brackets. You took the whole wall out, actually.
That's fine.
Hey,
But I
hey,
have
Frunk,
like movement, right? I can now.
It's just still RP. There's no initiative. What would you like to be doing, Tuck?
Hey, Frunk, can you help out?
Yeah. So I'll go over to the birdie boy.
Give
and,
me another acrobatics check.
Who?
Male.
Send me
Maelsk, yeah.
22.
Oh, you wiggle your way out, and the stone kind of just crumbles behind your head, and you have brackets attached to your hand right now too. Actually,
Okay, so I have the manacles on me, and I have a chunk of stone on my.
it's
prong
just
as
the
well.
manacles. It's just the
Okay.
manacles. It's like the
Hey,
stone has
guys.
fallen off.
Did
Yeah,
a
go-
did a piece of the stone from the wall that I pulled out come out as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll
got
go over
nunchucks.
to pull out Tucks as well.
All right, give me a. Do you want to help him here? Both of you guys roll a strength check.
Yeah, like I want to assist. I want to like flip upside down, push on the wall with my feet.
Give me an acrobatics check,
All right.
and you get a strength check. All
Frank
right.
got 11.
All right. Not strong enough.
Plus, 25.
Oh, Tuck does his acrobatics and kicks off so hard with your momentum, it pulls the shackles free, but you still have the shackles on your hand. So you're free of the cement or the stone, but the shackles are still on your hand.
Okay.
I would like to take a chunk of the stone that came with me after I pull it out
Okay.
of the wall, and I hand it over to Melsh, and I say, "You're a stone man. Remove our cuffs with this."
Um,
With the stone?
Yeah.
so So you all look over and Oscar Finn is sitting there, and he's actually just drinking freely, no problem at all.
Yeah. And then Gary
Is they
just did his
drinking
teleport thing,
freely?
right?
Yeah, he's drinking. His arms aren't manacled at all or anything.
Why?
Well,
Was he?
he was. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I was stuck there, but I got out of him.
How'd you get out?
Oh, I just lockpicked him.
Oh.
Do you
Well,
want me to
hey,
help?
you mind?
Yeah, yeah.
you
Do you
mind-
want me to help you?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
can take
yeah.
these off, that'd be great.
Yeah, cool. Come on over here.
That'd be
Thanks.
awesome.
He well, he gets yours, Tuk, and he breaks his lockpick on yours, Melsk, and he's like, "Well, that's my only lockpick."
Why didn't you use mine?
Frunk hands him the stone. Does this work?
You have a lockpick? I'll use lockpick like that. Boom, and he helps you get it off, Melsk, with your lockpick.
Nice.
Frunk, he comes over to you. And he's able to get it off with a natural 20.
Okay.
Easily picks your lock and gets your hands free.
And I think Gary just kind of warped a little bit, and then he was able to get out of the
How's he gonna do that?
Missy step.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't know if
I'll
you.
go over with the lockpick and just get them off.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Make a dexterity check then.
For who?
Males, if he's gonna try to lockpick this, you're not proficient with thieves' tools though.
Oh yeah, I got a solid 10.
You just can't work around it. You don't know how to really lockpick. You're
So then
you're
I
just kind of
grab Oscar and I say, Oscar,
yeah.
work your magic.
Oh, of course, I gotta help my best friend. Gary, I'm coming. Don't worry. And he opens it with no problem at all.
Give him a kiss.
Why would I do that? Who kisses other people like that? That's weird, man.
So I
Man,
say
that's
thank
wrong.
you.
You all hear like a, and the ceiling above you starts shaking profusely, and the dirt
can't
begins
be
to
good.
fall. Everybody, give me a dexterity check. A dexterity saving throw.
Always with the
How am I gonna
dexterity.
throw dexterity?
Roll.
Natural 20. Word, I actually already able
What
to
the
do.
fuck, dude? You.
I,
21.
I'm doing
Oh my
something
God.
with dexterity today. All right.
I got a 21.
Nice.
But I do have like a pretty good bonus to dex saves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I
5.
What'd you get? Tuk.
I have a 11.
All right. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a large rock hits you in the head in
So-
the ceiling.
How long were we out? Would you say that was a short rest?
Yeah,
Okay. So can I get my 3 health pack?
yeah. If you really want, if you want to spend a hit dice to do that.
Whoa, hold on. I'm at fucking 12, so I'll use a hit dice.
You should be at full
Well,
health.
no, you should be healed because didn't he cure wounds
Oh
you?
yeah, cool.
So
That's-
just okay.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's way better.
So, you hear a rumbling and it gets louder and louder, and you see a flesh foot from the ceiling come down, and then another flesh foot comes down, and slowly a giant ogre falls from the ceiling, and a zombie ogre is sitting in front of all of you. Everybody roll initiative. Slug your face. What?
And I didn't detect this?
No, you did not.
Okay. So we're not anywhere near the castle anymore, are we?
I don't know.
So my initiative is 3.16 bonus somehow. So I got a 13.16.
Well, I want to see what
No,
mine does.
it's just- It's just your dexterity. Come on, guys.
No. Oh, Frank, you suck.
Well, I want to see if I got a cool number too.
Yeah, no. I got 13.16. Put that in your tracker.
You're almost pi.
Hey guys, I guess as like a free action, because we know we're going into combat, I'm just gonna let you know. Every time I've punched bad guys in the back of the knees, they've come down and we've wiped him out. So I'm gonna punch this ogre in the back of the knee.
All right. Even better, you could remove the back of the knee.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
Mine is the punch
Oh,
that will
shit.
pierce pants.
Intelligence, ability, -1, -1.
Shit, my bad. Sorry, guys, you didn't see that.
What kind of fucking attack is that? Does that make us all dumber?
That's exactly what it does.
Oh no. So do I get to move my token around freely?
Uh,
And is this guy over here? Is that Oscar?
yeah, it is Oscar.
Finn.
Yes, Oscar Finn.
Marks.
Karl Marx. I do like his other name better, but that's, I don't know. It's just gonna be.
Is anybody gonna roll for Gary? You guys can play him. If someone wants to do that.
No,
No, I think we're all right.
Gary's still attached to the wall.
No, he's not. I'll do Gary's
Okay.
turns.
It's not too difficult.
Yeah, okay.
He's a warlock. Just use Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly how you play a warlock.
Oh fuck! I didn't mean to hit that.
I become an ogre.
Oh, grr.
Okay, sorry. I was rolling some initiatives. Alright,
For just
let's
one
go.
ogre, it shouldn't take you that long, right?
What?
For just one ogre, it shouldn't take you that long, right?
Okay. 25 to 20.
Me.
Oh, do I need to roll his initiative too?
Yes.
He got a 13. Oh, my 13.16 beats him though.
Nice.
What'd you get, Tuk Tuk?
21.
Alright. 20 to 15.
No,
15 to 10.
no.
I got a 13.16, and Gary got a 13.
Gary.
Do you have all
10.
the special things?
Oh, look, there is Gary. Just speak of the devil.
Oh, snap.
Thank God.
Just in time.
Hold
Okay,
on.
10